how are you opening him up?
I look for up smash, obviously. I try like a really low percent. It feels kind of hard to get any opening that isn't just an up smash that like does something. I like sometimes will go for drill. I was like watching a VOD and I saw Leffen do like a up tilt call out that I thought I would try to steal, but like I don't really know how to like interact with Falcon to get an opening until he's at like percent where Nair not like works.
Okay, okay. How much analysis have you done on your own for this?
Um, Almost not. I don't do a whole. I have a bad habit not doing a ton of analysis, but I did watch like the entirety of Leffen versus Wizzy from this most recent time they played at a Smash Summit,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I felt like I learned a couple things.
So we're gonna do a different approach this time. I am gonna look at your VODs, but before I look at your VODs, I'm gonna have you share your screen, and you're gonna look at VODs of Fox vs Falcon, and you are going to tell me what your takeaways are first, because I want to see one, even if you're just being lazy, I still want to get an understanding of where your brain's at with analysis, since we talked about a lot of the gameplay stuff. So I want to see where that's at, and two, I need to see like what your takeaways are from games that you don't really have already a solid plan for.
Okay.
Trying to think. Uh, so I wouldn't watch VODs versus Wizzy in particular because Wizzy is just Wizzy. There's like a formula to beat Wizzy and a formula to beat every other Falcon, and Wizzy just doesn't follow the same fucking rules as everyone else. So I would highly recommend not using VODs where Wizzy is the Falcon. Um, Off the top of my head, do I have a VOD where like I beat down a Falcon pretty badly recently? That isn't Wizzy. I think I played Salt somewhere recently. How do you feel about when you play Salt, by the way?
It feels like okay. If I think if I, I mean, I feel like I take like some games and like some things make sense, but other times I just like explode.
Okay, well that is kind of Falcon in a nutshell. Uh, Compared it to the other Falcons, if you had a tier list, like which Falcons that you have played, you feel like best and worst against.
I feel. I mean, I have like almost no games really against like S2J. I played like Wizzy feels like impossible.
All right,
Uh,
we'll start against Busy then. We'll start against Busy then. Do you want to look at? So we can look at two different sets. I want you to just share your screen, and whenever you point something out, so you're going to be actively analyzing with me, Nicole. Whenever you find something that you like, I want you to point it out. Watch, uh, actually watch Moki versus Wizzy, because I think Moki fucked Wizzy up if I remember correctly at that tournament.
it was that
Like,
Genesis where he fucked him
yeah,
up.
I have to. Told me what he knew he was gonna.
This is the shit. I get hit by this like a lot. Like
which
just
one?
like
Well,
tomahawk
that's because that Nair
grabs.
isn't even great in the first place. But yeah, keep going. Also, weird first interaction.
This set was whole all kind of weird. So what the fuck was that?
Jesus Christ.
This is these like nairs. These nairs in place. This is like S2J did a lot of nairs in place like this against me,
Yeah.
and I couldn't really think of what to do because usually like you can kind of like trade up smash with nair is what I think about, but like that doesn't really
Mhm.
feel as good at percents like this where it's like higher. It's like probably like a higher risk than you get reward because up smash doesn't lead to a whole lot. I saw when I was watching Leffen Wizzy from the summit, he would do he would like shield Wizzy's like first aerial if Wizzy did like an approaching. He would like read that they were gonna do double aerial, or like if he would nair in place and or he would read the double aerial or the nair in place with wave dash up tilt and like kind of trade, and I thought that looked cool. I liked that. But I know you can also just shield it and then like what shine out a
Yeah.
shield.
You can also nair in between Falcon's nair. A lot of people said that was a meme for a while, but it genuinely is like pretty decent. It just you can't over rely on it.
Like in between the two nair hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And there is counterplay. If you are going to nair into Falcon, the reason Moki's holding back is if he gets hit by the first hit of nair, and he's holding back, the second hit won't connect.
Okay.
You ace it out. It's the same thing as Marth's nair.
So when you try to do that, you always want to do the retreating there.
A lot of the time, yeah, the retreating nair is really good there. But at 0, yeah, I agree. At 0, it's kind of shitty. That's why I said I don't like those nairs at all, because at 0 doesn't get you anything. And again, like right there, didn't do much.
Yeah, I mean it's like it was just like shoot a laser, force him to respect up smash.
Wow, that was a great drill, actually. I love that drill. What the fuck? Haven't seen that before.
I saw a lot of this when I was watching Full Bloom live and watching Aklo versus S2J. I only got to see like one game, but he kind of just Aklo was sitting at a range like this almost like the entire time. Game 5 on FD, he just like never wanted to actually approach Falcon. Always wanted to make Falcon come to him.
Do you think that's good?
I think from a spot like this, if Falcon wanted to come at me, I have plenty of time to react to him jumping and shield. So I think I feel pretty safe. But also, I feel like it's kind of just like it's a little scary if they just like Falcon slowly takes space instead of doing aerials in place and then plays like a unreactable range mix up where they try to grab me.
Okay.
But if they're just gonna do aerials in place, it seems, but like it doesn't accomplish anything. Is why I don't like it. It's like I mean, I can like shoot a laser and then dash dance, and like shoot a laser and then dash dance, and I guess it's like fine because
you got the thing I'm trying to tell you. It does if they're gonna run into you, great. If not, you're forcing yourself to like shoot a laser, and at any point from that distance, if they do like try to like run across the stage and grab you, which Wizzy will do, you do just get hit.
Yeah, you have to be like so far away to like not get hit by that. And it just like it's not it's like fine in the sense of like Falcon has to eventually come to me, but I feel like Fox is so much faster than Falcon in the close ranges that I should like use that to my advantage rather than try to play this like distant game. Falcon's better at
It's
close
definitely time and place
distance.
for distance game, but generally, yeah, I think you're spot on. That's really good.
Like that nair doesn't do anything.
Nope.
I don't know.
No reason for it. Bad percent awareness generally. The only reason Moki hasn't gotten blown up more for it is because he's been reversing the shit out of Wizzy this entire set.
Yeah, what, like how did he got grabbed for the nair?
Wizzy's not as good at tech chasing as people think. You can trick him, especially if you get ambiguous neither ledge where it's unclear if you're going to slide off or not.
Yeah,
especially nowadays.
Really saw that.
It'll be taking place a lot more.
I also remember when I was watching this live, I felt like Wizzy did play kind of shit.
Wizzy definitely isn't playing great, but I also do think Moki has like a pretty hard player read. Like a lot of the things that he's getting punished for are things that Wizzy does generally do, and Moki just decided, I'm taking notes on you. I'm not letting you fucking get away with any of this shit. Jabbed here.
Yeah,
Bizarre, bro.
Get the shine.
And that's the thing, if you remember that Sammy was talking about.
Or where he runs through him.
Yeah, check it out. Watch for the positioning.
Yeah.
And now he's in a perfectly easy spot. Free punish.
Yeah, I mean, I this is like something I feel like I would never find just because I I still don't have the muscle memory to do wave dash out of shield a lot. That's really
It's
something.
crucial with Fox, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good drift back on the up B.
Try to punish the Wizzy Stomp.
But he tried to punish the Wizzy Stomp with like nothing. He tried to nair again.
Yeah, I like if you're already that close, I love up air to punish that.
Does up air
Just short
knock
of up
down at 0?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, usually when I try
Even,
to hard read
even if
the
it didn't, it's the
stomp,
way like he gets sent, you would still get a combo from it.
yeah. Usually when I try to hard read the stomp, I go for up air. Unless it's like up smash good percent, and then I'll maybe look to up smash it.
Just about the shit out of him, yeah.
I don't feel like this is worth watching. Like at this point, Wizzy's...
Well, is it not? Because Moki is definitely getting some bullshit, but like,
I mean,
you've
no,
already
but
noticed
like the way I
things,
think
right?
about it is like at this point, like it's very apparent to me that Wizzy's just completely over it and is just sending things at him until the game ends.
Is he? Does Wizzy really strike you as that type of player?
I think like subconsciously, if any player, even if they don't normally think like that, if they're down this much, just like stop being all in it.
Okay. I think you should look a little bit more carefully at certain ranges. I'll try to point you in the right direction. You full sent that and it worked. I think you should be a little more cognizant. That was just a bad edge grab by Moki. I think you should be a little more aware of what ranges Moki's playing at.
Yeah, I guess this is the range. I mean that like he was playing with like lasers at the beginning, and Wizzy was just doing aerials in place, and the Wizzy's doing run up grab, which is what beats it.
Ask yourself if there any other distance where Wizzy's actually approaching it.
Any other distance where he approaches you besides the really far distance?
That like in between distance, and there's a reason I'm leading you here. I want you to take really close note of the distance where Wizzy's approaching from. Because I see this and I see that Moki is hard abusing a really exploitable reaction point that Wizzy has. It has nothing to do with him being over it. Which is also why I wanted to show you this before Wizzy, because you said he feels impossible. After this, I want you to then go watch me versus Wizzy at Genesis, because you're going to find that the same things were happening. And if anytime you watch Wizzy versus Fox when he loses, it's the same thing that happens. So I'm going to teach you first the rules for Wizzy, because that's the person you said you struggle the most with. And then I'll explain why these things work against Falcon generally.
I feel like a lot of the reason I struggle with Wizzy is because I don't like hit him hard enough. I think my punish is like I had like a lot of punish
I've seen
questions.
people beat Wizzy with 0 punish. That's why I'm worried that you're missing something that I need to double check on.
Okay.
Because I've seen people who literally can't.
We
hit
can
him
watch me versus Wizzy.
There's a reason I'm telling you to watch this first.
Okay.
Trust me. And I'm leading you for a specific reason. Go back to the beginning. Watch the distance.
Yeah. I mean, is that like the really far away distance?
Well, is he trying to cover the really far away distance? Watch. Go back. Look at it again. Is he trying to cover that really far away distance? Look where he is right now. Look where he grabs. Is that far away?
No, it looks to me like he's trying to grab if Moki decided to do the run under thing that Drugfox talked about.
Or if he's trying to like short hop laser or do like a shitty in-place aerial, in which case Wizzy's definitely buffering ASDI down right now.
Yeah.
Without doubt, like I know for a fact, I don't need to look at the inputs or anything else. I could tell you 100% certainty Wizzy's holding down right now.
What does holding down do for him against Drill or...
Yeah. He's trying to make sure that you don't try to short up near him.
Yeah.
Okay. So now he's going to get opened up like fuck because Moki is a punish bot against him.
Yeah, I mean Moki's just you're right. I mean he moves backward. He's like really far away, but then Moki moves backwards more.
Now the next stock, let's see what happens. Okay, he finds his way down. Good. And look where he's trying to cover. Oh, he actually covered it in place, and for some reason Moki went into there. Like, did he miss the CC? Yeah, he missed the CC. Okay, that's why. He tried to wave shine. Does he know how to get out of the Wizzy tech chase? He doesn't have the good DI for it. Okay. That was just a flub. That happens. See what happens. Try to jump over Wizzy. Look at the spacing again. Ooh, got him to act out a shield. Okay. All very nice. Wizzy will do that without fail 100% of the time.
Yeah, I've seen him do that a lot.
Okay, got an invincibility kill. That was good by him. How does Moki play it? Back down. Gets in there. Tries to hold the space. Baits him out again. So there's been 2 spots this entire game where Moki's got an opening. And that's it. It's baiting him out to do something in the scrap where he's going to do an instant aerial. Like so. And then when he's in that range, when he forces Falcon to go away. So now you've seen enough
What
of
was
this.
the second one you said? I understood the bait that he did with the scrap where he stomps and punishes.
When he pretends to be in a very specific range, and then Wizzy tries grabbing him or tries to like take space with an aerial, and then nothing works, and then he dashes back further and gets grabbed. The reason this works is because Wizzy doesn't read people. By the way, this style won't work against Johnny. Johnny will, or like Salt or Ed, they will all overshoot aerials and punish you for dashing back. This only works 100% of the time against Wizzy. Why? I don't know how he hasn't changed it, but I'll explain in a second. So pretty much, go into the. We can stop watching this now. Go into training mode. I also, when you in the future, I want you when you're doing analysis, be more aware of kind of patterns on how people are getting opened up. They're just being like, oh, there's a scrap. Oh, there's what's happening? What's preceding it? What's succeeding it? Before and after. What's happening in both instances?
Yeah, doing looking it over, I realize like kind of when I do analysis, I don't spend a lot of the time paying attention to like spacings as well.
Yeah. Sometimes there's nothing, but you didn't even try to like go back and like tie it together like different openings. You're like, oh, he got baited again, and that was it. There was nothing more than that.
Yeah.
I can't see your screen if you have
Oh
training
yeah,
mode
my
on.
bad. I forgot.
No, you're good. Okay, cool. So I want you to pick Falcon.
Does it matter?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just for your own sake. So now I want you to short hop, drift forward with an aerial, and look where you're landing. Okay. Now go back to that same spot. You're gonna have to do the other side. Yeah, yeah. And now I want you to do a dash short hop aerial, where you drift forward. Okay. Try to get a mental image of those 2 spacings. What did you notice about where Moki was staying?
Like in between the two, like just far
Yeah.
away enough to do this, to
Yep.
not get hit by this, and
Or if he gets hit by that, right, he's gonna be CC or some shit like that.
I mean that's like, you said what was Moki doing about in the spacings, but like I feel like Moki was not in the spacing a lot. Moki was here a lot.
So okay, so let's go back to that Dreamland game. We'll watch that first stock back again. That's why I'm telling you, you have to make sure you're watching before and after. Sometimes Moki was really far away, but there's a difference between, oh, I'm playing here because the game happened, like, this is where we're starting the stock, this is where we are, and this is where I'm looking to play. So, go back to the first stock. Okay, so right now, where's Moki? Go back. Pause. When that dash started,
if Wizzy drifts all the way in here, it's like Moki could have stood here and not gotten hit by it.
okay, this is so hard because it's like inverse of what I normally tell people to do. So, for Wizzy only, I need you to imagine where Moki is at the beginning of Wizzy's reaction point. So go back. Find the beginning of Wizzy's reaction point where he decided to nair there, and figure out where Moki is. You can go slow if you have to.
It's like it was here after he drilled.
Yeah, right in that spot we're talking about.
Yeah, because this was right where the nair could like maybe connect.
Yep, and if it does, you get CC, but pretty much he's in that space, right? And now look where he is now, right back in that space.
Yeah, if he did short hop, yeah, he's like dashing in to like get the short
Yeah,
hop.
exactly, right? He's not dashing back, he's dashing in. That's really important. So Moki's really, really attentive to this space. And the reason this works so well is because Wizzy is the most reaction-based player that you will ever see in neutral. He tries to react to everything. And the thing is, if you're playing off or, you have some execution errors or you're getting reversaled, it can work. It can definitely be effective. But when somebody knows how to abuse it, like, you could genuinely beat Wizzy in neutral like 10 times in a row. Reliably.
Okay.
So all you have to do against him is stay in this spot until you think he's going to bite, because he's either going to bite with grab or with a nair. And then either way, you can just punish the shit out of it. And if you don't want to engage with it, you can just back off. So watch it again. Go back after the next stock. Or the next interaction. Or you can go back to this one. Look at the space. Right there. He checks. Bad dash out. So that dash out was a check. He's like, okay, Wizzy bit. He took forward. Now, let's try it again. Yep, he doubled down. We talked about double down habit. That's pretty much what Wizzy did right there. He went in with nair. Then he saw Moki in the same spot. Doubled down with a grab. He's not just throwing himself
down
at
like
Moki.
a universal thing that you like think about.
Everyone does it. Just everyone fucking does it. It's ridiculous.
I don't understand what it really means.
It means you mess. It's like you don't get the opening that you were looking for, and then you instantly go for it again.
Yeah.
Or the option you wanted to do, either like something weird happened, it didn't work, and then you just immediately you do it again.
So they're at. This is still not the exact. I guess he nairs. And then
it was a pretty good range. Like, you wouldn't have been able to get clipped, and if you did, it would have been at the very end, so you would have been able to CC or just immediately CC shine out of shield. Like, that's a pretty good range to be in. The thing is, the thing you want to make sure you don't get hit by is stomp.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. At zero, the only thing you're looking to not get hit by realistically is stomp or grab.
Yeah.
And stomp can't hit you there. If you get hit by a nair at zero, there's a really high chance, especially based on the fact that Falcon can't get much from it, that you're going to wind up better off than he will if you simulate that 5 times.
Yeah.
Right? So he's not worried about not getting hit by the nair. He just wants to avoid getting hit by the stomp.
Yeah. So he's in the space. He was in the space again, and Wizzy tried to attack him for being in that space.
Yeah. Wizzy's not thinking ahead. He doesn't read. For whatever reason, and I'm sure one day he'll change this. For his sake, I hope so. But he's done this for 6 years. He doesn't change that. He doesn't read him.
So Wizzy just is in this space and reacts to him being in this space, and then tries to hit him.
Pretty much. If he sees in the space, he's like, oh, he's going to dash dance. Like, he's dash dancing. He's going to laser here. He's just going to run in and try to hit you with a grab or a nair or something.
If he thinks Wizzy wants to run in and grab and nair you.
If the fox is going to laser or whatever, if he sees the fox laser or dash dance in that range, he's immediately assuming that it's time to go in and grab. He's trying to get there before the fox can react and do anything. But if you know it's coming, you just dash out the second you're in that range.
So basically, as fox, you play in this space. And or for Wizzy specifically, you play in this space where if Wizzy.
This is a good space against every Falcon. It's just the way you play out of it against Wizzy is going to be very formulaic and very unyielding.
You play because against Wizzy, the way you play out of it is moving backwards, right?
Yeah, moving backwards. You can move forwards. Also, you can full hop in that range. I have seen him get hit by full hop up air, full hop drill in that spot.
Yeah, because you're saying he's not going to do this ever.
It's so rare. I don't remember the last time he hit me with that. I really don't.
Okay. I feel like when I play him, I feel like I get hit in spots like this, but it's probably more just we're here and I'm dash dancing there, and he does
You're probably slightly off in your spacing and where you're trying to actually hold him.
Yeah.
That's my best guess for you.
Okay.
Because he's very, very, very static and set in his ways in those spots. And again, if you watch how he loses to other foxes, it's very similar.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. I'm sure I could watch a bunch of VODs and see it.
Yeah, it'll be the exact same looking thing. Like you could just skim through like the first 2 games of me versus him in Genesis, before I started playing like a ding dong, and then had to read him a million times game 4. Which again, I played like shit and still beat him game 4 just by reading him.
Okay.
I'm watching your training mode screen.
Yeah. Well, do you want me to pull up the Genesis?
Oh, I guess I could do it at this point. Give me a sec. I did want you to do your own takeaways from it, but it's fine. We got most of what we need to do from it. Let me plug this in real fast. Okay. And then do me a favor, just send me over your whatever Falcon VOD you want to go over, so we can just confirm what.
Yeah, I guess.
Please, computer.
I'll pull up like a couple Slippy VODs of me versus GooseCon. Because I actually felt like I was playing my normal game plan and losing.
Okay. What's the watch? Same range. This time I just beat him to the grip. So Moki decided to dash back, but looked the same exact range, and eventually he tried to go and grab. I just said, fuck you, I'm beating you to it. Right? But we see the exact same spacing. Right. Here, I see the jump. I see the back air. And then I'm dashing in this range specifically. I see that I'm in this range. I'm like, okay, he's going to try to run and hit me for something. I took a gamble that it was grab and not an air, which luckily paid off for me. I was right. But you see how it was at that exact same spot that he wanted to try to hit me from?
Yeah. Does he not like ever dash back grab that drill you did?
Not really. Just you see him, I don't know why down tilt. I think I tried to go for like CC grab and accidentally got down tilt. Okay, so that was all scrappy after that one interaction. I'll get back down to the ground. Fuck up. Full hop and scramble. It does work. I should have shined this out of shield. But like I said, he will bite on aerials. You see how his scrap immediately bites on aerial twice. 1 aerial, 2 aerial.
Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like watching the game plan you're describing makes sense, but the way my brain is interpreting it feels like the antithesis of what I've been told about Melee, where it's like
You are correct. Because I'm trying to tell you how
it feels
to play
like you're
good
attacking him where he currently is.
Yep. You know why? Well, I'm not attacking where he currently is. I'm operating under the assumption that he's going to attack me where I currently am. I'm telling you how to play good Melee. Unfortunately, there are people that don't follow those rules, and that's why they cap out. It just happens to be that the stuff that Wheezy can do is fucking inhuman. It's ridiculous. But that doesn't matter when you can't win neutral. Because look at this. The same exact spot, and he just fucking tries to full send a stomp. And notice how there's no overshoot here, right? He reacted to my laser and tried to stomp me. Like, this is actually, like, scrub fucking 2-2 shit. Which is annoying because of how good he is at everything else. I don't know why he has this wall. And then he does this ridiculous SDI, which I like, what the fuck was that? Like, he goes from literally the worst downer of all time to doing that.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking robot. Again, it's ridiculous.
So you would very much say that you have a Wizzy game plan and then a Falcon game plan?
Yes, 100%. I don't change my Wizzy game plan until he eventually will show me one day that he's willing to change it. And even there, like, I fucked up my tech skill, but it's the same shit in the corner, right? And watch what he does. He just doubles down on the fucking aerials in the corner. In the scrap. There it is again.
The knee jab on your shield.
Yeah, it's the same shit. Like, nothing changes.
What do you do about that?
I just go back to Legend and read Ledge Dash if I fucked it up. CC the Nair. Again, look how he's just fucking spamming this shit in the scrap. Look at this. There it is in scrap. Stomped out. And that's my fault. I shouldn't have scrapped with him there. Again, try to attack at me in the corner. I didn't even run through. I just fucking walked through. Why didn't I punish this is beyond me. Oh, why am I missing my shine out of shields? I should not be playing like this around him. Look at that. Look where I was. Look where he grabs.
Yeah.
That's why I tell you don't worry about Wizzy. Like, yeah, you need to up your punish game and your edge guard. We'll get there. But in terms of neutral, like, you could beat him literally 15 times in a row.
Okay.
I'm unironically trying to do too much against him right now. I should simplify, and then I think he takes the game because I start overthinking it. And then the last game, all I do is I go back to like the 3 things I know to do against him, and then he just loses again.
Okay.
Like you saw, he like we can watch the rest of the game. He will not try anything else. I'll go to even a bigger stage. I don't know why he was on the platform to begin with. Nared right at me, so I went underneath it. The drug fox thing, right? Look where I am. Nares at me. I tried to dash check. I fucked up. I don't know why I ran into him. Again, just dumb by me. I don't know what he was doing here. What the fuck did he...
to hit you in the corner.
Oh, I guess I tried calling out a short hop up there and it worked. I missed my short up smash. I'm not even getting a chance to play neutral. Doubles down with it. 2 aerials. Again, why am I getting hit by this? Who the fuck knows? I'm trying to do too much. Like, I should know just to punish
he does
this.
just do aerials in place when you're in the corner.
And look at that. Look where I am. Run ups and grabs because he's to walk forward. There's no mix up here.
Yeah, he does just always attack you where you currently are.
Yeah. Because he's fast. He has good reactions. But, like, again, that goes out of the window when someone predicts this shit.
Yeah, if I had to guess, without, like, I don't really remember how my games with him go. If I had to guess, I'm, like, dash dancing, and then, like, he jumps and I just shield, and I let him hit my shield instead of, like, I could just, like, dash away and, like, hit him for trying to hit my where I currently am.
Yeah, most likely. And that's how he gets most people, but he's got to change his playstyle eventually. Like,
has anyone, again, like, have you, like, tried to talk to him about it?
He just says he's playing badly. That's all he says.
He does. I do hear him say that a lot from Henry.
Yeah, he just says I'm playing badly, and I'm like, okay. You got it, man. All right, so who's this against?
This is GooseCon.
Okay. Okay. Up tilt would have been better for the grab there. It's fine. Oh, okay. Immediate. You hit Falcon off stage like this. You get back on stage. You roll to ledge. If Falcon up beats like this, you meet them at the apex. You back air them. Or shine them. They just die. They don't have a mix up.
Like full hop bear here.
When you roll to ledge, you make the reaction. He's gonna be here. He physically cannot cross this plane without getting hit by a back air coming out here. Rolling to the ledge and keeping your back to Falcon is the easiest way in the world to edge guard him.
I do that like 80% of the time.
Okay, because you do whatever.
I think here, like, I think I didn't do it here is because he wasn't. Usually, when I end up doing it, I do full hop double jump bear, but it like feels uncomfortable for me to do a full hop bear.
Okay, get used to that because it's really important.
Like, yeah.
Because again, the same thing as here. You didn't do it. Not only is the roll good for positioning, which it's, by the way, it makes a big difference if you're here or here, like it does against Falcon again. It makes a big difference. What the fuck happened, Sumi? If you're here on the screen, like on the right side of this platform versus at the actual edge, that makes a big difference on where you can put your back air.
Usually what I do is I roll to the ledge and then I do the smallest walk forward of all time just so that if I short hop in place, I don't fall to the ledge.
Just the rolled ledge is fine. Like you can genuinely cover everything from there. I've never seen a spot where if you're not reacting properly, you can't cover everything. Because you do the same thing here, where you don't roll. But the second thing is it covers as a timing thing. So you can roll to like time yourself. Okay, right here you're just jumping out way too early.
But if I had rolled, it would have been better timed.
Yeah. Usually the roll will set up just by the nature of like hit stun. It just happens to work out that way. You can kind of just roll, and then most of the time the timing works out for you. That comes with the experience. But you can kind of play it as a reaction where it's like, okay, I rolled. Is he upbeat? Is he not upbeat? If he hasn't upbeat yet, then sometimes you can just jump back and shine. Like this is jump back shineable. He can't even, like, you'd have to royally fuck up. Or you could just like grab the ledge. But instead, you do the neutral get up here, which again, you don't want to try the back air at that percent. But if you're looking at the screen, look where Falcon starts the up B. You can just double jump here and back air and cover everything. Like you wouldn't even
Like
have
short
to
hop,
look at it.
bear off, and then just double jump back.
No. You could just like jump, like do a short hop off and like hug the wall because of where he's up being from. So pretty much the idea is if you're going to do the back air, you want to position yourself right to the left of where he's going to be, where he's at his apex. So if the apex is here, you want to be here so you can back air. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like intuitively, why?
So you could like I could have short hop and then double jump bear the apex.
You could. In this specific spot though, you can just shine him because he's just fucking dead. And the neutral getup, obviously, you just did it way too early. Also, neutral getup, random thing. It's not as good on FOD because of this stupid fucking lip.
Why isn't it as good?
When you try to wave shine, they can SDI or they can like ASDI off the lip, and then you don't get a wave shine.
I know. I thought you meant it wasn't as good for a different reason.
Okay, you messed up your back air. Yeah, you just messed up your back air. Okay. I like the into ledge. I like the dash back. Okay, yeah, short up air. You're definitely fishing for it a little bit. It's a little ambiguous. The thing is, you're also not like watching him in the scramble. So I want you to take a really close look at Falcon here. I guess you don't wave dash out of shield yet. This like any fox sees this startup and would just wave dash out of shield and shine.
Yeah, that's what you would do.
Yeah, but I guess you don't wave dash out of shield, so that's kind of hard for you to do.
Did I drop or did I not wave dash out of shield?
You did, but it was really late, and I think that's because you're not comfortable with it.
Okay.
Oh, you drop shield? No, you didn't. You actually just drop shield and wave dash.
I drop shield and wave dashed.
Yeah, watch. Drop. Jump, wave dash.
Oh, holy goat! That's crazy.
And then you still go for the falling upper after. I haven't seen you call out with grab yet. Drill's obviously really good for whip punishing.
We'll call out what with grab.
This is one of the few times against Falcon in particular that multiple wave shining isn't bad, especially at this percent, because you can kind of bully him to the ledge, and he's not great at getting out of it. The reason it's not bad against Falcon is because he can ASDI downshift until pretty high percents, and grab isn't as good against him as it is against other characters.
Yeah, I was thinking something that I like saw recently that I wanted to start doing was wave shining him to the ledge and throwing him off stage.
Yeah, it's really good. There's definitely uses for it. As a general rule of thumb, you don't need to go overboard. Oh, you just missed your forward air, right? You see that, right? Forward air.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Back air him off. You fucked up his defense, but it's fine. Pushing him to ledge is still good for you. I like that you drill up good. You drill up to when he's close to the ledge. Don't mind the shine. Alright. This is kind of an outclassing. This up tilt, I get it. Leffen does it. It's not bad. I don't... Unless you can get behind them or like directly underneath them, I just don't recommend going for it. There are just better options. Like you can CC the Nair, you can shield, shield and shine out of shield.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't recommend it as much as like old Leffen would have. I don't think it's that good. It causes you to be stationary. It locks you down, I think, a little too much.
And you think it's only good if I'm directly under them?
If you can get directly under them, yeah. And that, by extension, like if you read that they're going to full jump or like short hop over you and you're up tilting them in the middle of that path, then I think it's also fine.
Yeah,
But
I was
that's,
going to
like,
say, because he full hopped over me there. But like when I was watching Leffen do it, Leffen was doing it as like a hitting Falcon doing like short hop nair. He was like wave dashing into him before he would nair and then up tilting.
Yeah. It is a good mix up if you call out the jump. But keep in mind, as Falcons get better, and especially if a Falcon is more grounded, that does get grabbed.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we do? Why? Why do we back you here? Okay, this is the type of move that you want to fight versus Falcon. This back air. There is no reason to do that early instant back air on a full hop. It just literally corners you, or sorry, it just leaves you hanging And Falcon is maybe the best character in the game at punishing this. If you have a choice between doing full hop aerial like through someone, unless it's like last stock, you can get a read on a kill. Because at 34, like maybe you get an up tilt from it. Maybe you get some follow up, but it's not great. You're not sending them off stage. The risk of this is just massive.
Well, there's no
I know
risk
you
because
had
I'm invincible.
I was gonna say it's okay here because you're invincible, but I've seen a lot of foxes do this, so I'm going to see if you do it later.
Okay.
But even like here when you have invincibility, right? If you have invincibility, why would you go for this back air as opposed to like trying to find like an up air or a grab? You just wasted the rest of your invincibility.
Yeah.
For again, not like the back air you did so early, they would have been out of hit stun by the time you landed.
So I just like shouldn't do early bears like after full hop.
Unless it can send them off stage.
Okay.
Or it's short hop.
Yeah, I know I see Zuppy do a lot of short hop instant pair in place.
Oh, you just weren't ready to punch any of this. Were you just hard reading roll in?
Yeah, he was rolling in a lot.
Okay, just because he grabs, I was shocked that you didn't. And then the grab you also didn't punish. You fucked
So
up your
that
shiny
second
shield.
grab he did, is that like kind of like the Wizzy grab you talked about?
Yeah.
Or like...
Pretty much. All of this is very Wizzy. The run up grab, right out of your range, you could have punished the shit out of that. Then watching the scramble, up air, jab, stomp, jab. Same shit.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do when I'm in that spot. Like, once he like hit my shield, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do.
You can roll through them. You can just hold the shield and try to get a shine out of shield on something. But rolling isn't the worst thing ever. Sometimes I just up smash out of shield and say, fuck you. You're not grabbing either at all on the shield. And I know grab isn't... That was a great back air.
I feel like shit off of the grab.
Keep in mind at this percent, though, it's really good.
It is pretty good at this percent.
Right? If it's at 0, I get it.
Do you just like grab as like a whiff punish?
Grab as a punish. Also as a tomahawk, because a lot of Falcons will shield. The big thing is, grab is only not great at low percent if they hit their DI. If you grab and instantly throw them, they can't react.
I should do that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think a lot of people get lost in a pummel, and so they kind of give up more than they have to. Oh, you do the wave dash back thing. Look. There's a little bit of a different spot, but look. See?
What thing?
The wave dash back thing in from the corner.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah. This was an extension of the wave dash out of shield thing that you said you would never do because you don't like to wave dash out of shield. You're like, yeah, I just wouldn't move. I don't move through Falcon like that ever. And then you said it's because you don't wave dash out of shield, but
Yeah, I like doing wave line back.
okay. I'm assuming this was meant to be a short hop drill. If not, this is just a horrible drill. Like, there's no reason to drill.
I'm gonna
early.
guess short hop drill as well.
Okay.
I don't usually do full hop instant. I actually did never do full hop instant drill on purpose.
Yeah, you're not grabbing. You see how many spots if you just grabbed, you would have gotten this guy already. 1, 2.
Yeah.
I'm assuming another one's going to come because he's probably going to keep shielding because there's no reason for him not to. Oh, Jesus. Also, look how you try to run into his space. Can't really chase Falcon down like that. Unless you do an instant nair, and then sometimes you can.
Yeah, I feel
Falcon
bad
is-
off of the ledge. I feel like stuff like this happens to me. Just take more time.
Take your time, dash back. You don't need to rush. Also, if you full hopped over him, you might have gotten around it. It's tricky. You could also run up shield.
Yeah. I think I like don't do a lot of ledge dash shield or like try to stay in that space because of like playing Falcons that do the aerials like Wizzy was doing, where there's like knee or bear.
Real quick, same thing here. Yeah, there's no risk because you're invincible, but you're also using your invincibility time to do these up airs that have realistically no chance of hitting them.
Okay.
Just be a little more aware of when you're using your invincibility and what moves you're throwing out.
Yeah, usually when I respawn, I try to read people going to platforms, which was what that was. But do you think it's better to just come to the main ground and then try to like dash dance around them and hit them?
Yeah, it is. Because at the worst case scenario, right, either you get a 50-50 dash chance read, I said 50-50, it's not, but 50-50 dash chance read, or they have to be above you.
Okay.
Right, and that just seems better.
Yeah.
Also, notice that the same thing here. You got antsy, and you did the same full hop that you said, oh, I don't do full hop back here, but realistically, this is not that different. And sure enough, you get grabbed for it.
Yeah, I don't know what I was full hopping there for.
Well, it's happened a few times, so
Can we watch
my
it
guess
again?
is that My guess is this what happens when you just get antsy, and because you do spam looking for up air at low percent, like
Yeah, I guess
very
I
consistent.
definitely like tried to read him like moving backwards, or like I
Also,
just
this
tried to
is
read him being in like this zone and trying to hit a falling up air.
there's also example number like 80 of just grabbing would have done something.
Yeah.
You jump into it, your defense is bad. You're panic jumping like every time against
Yeah,
Falcon.
I have really bad defense.
Just get the shine soul in your muscle memory first. It's not great to spam every time. I sometimes fall into that habit, but the shine soul will save you in there because at least you don't lose your jump.
Yeah. So about me, ledge dash shield, I like don't like to do because I feel like they aerial my shield a lot of time. Do
So if
you?
they're aerialing your shield, you just need to get your ledge dash up smash better then.
Okay.
Ledge dash up smash does beat that.
Yeah, my ledge dashes are actually really fucking bad.
Yeah, that's really important against Falcon.
I ledge dash with back, and when I learned ledge dashing, I like learned it before there was Uncle Punch, so I just like got good at doing it, so there was no like hot ton noise and it just looked smooth. But
I
like,
still ledge dash with back.
huh?
I still ledge dash with back.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get like 10 to 9.
I feel like when I go, I like almost never practice my ledge dashes, and when I just because I always get them like smooth, they don't like look bad. But then like anytime I ever go into the Uncle Punch thing, I spend like 4 frames in cliff weight and like 4 frames falling or something.
Got it. Okay, that's definitely a big one then, because if you're getting owned off the ledge by Falcon, especially someone like Wizzy will just chum check you on the ledge over and over again. That's going to be brutal for
How
you.
much glint do you feel like you normally get?
I get 10.
Okay, I think I usually, I mean, I can get 10 if I just like.
If you can consistently get 10, it's doable. Like you don't need more than that. You
I
just
think
don't.
I consistently get 6 to 8.
Yeah, you need a little more than that. 6 is on the low end. If you're getting 6 every time, you're gonna get chum checked a lot. But for a lot of that, it's just you need to stay on the ground a little bit more. You have to recognize that range that Falcon wants to play at, and you're just forcing too much in those spots. Like you're not. I guess it's because it said you're not comfortable with those punishes, but you're not letting Falcon come to you in any of these spots, like at all. And when he does, you're just completely not ready to punish him. I think it's just a matter of you not being ready for those ranges. Also, I saw you try up smashing once, and it wasn't even like a spot where he was going to jump like ever. A Falcon, if he's like holding his shield like that and he's on defense, is probably not just going to full send a fucking aerial at his shield most of the time because they expect an up smash. Um, any one of those aerials at that range though does just get beat by up smash, and you didn't try it at all.
So
The
you
thing
like
is,
to look for up smashes just like a way to beat Falcon's short hop aerials?
I use up smash as a way to keep them honest. If they're gonna keep getting hit by it, I'm gonna keep doing it. But yeah, I'm dash dancing. I'm looking for a way to sniff out the short up aerials, and I'm basically telling you, you don't get this for free.
Okay.
Like you have to consider this. If you don't consider this, then you're just gonna get hit and die.
Okay.
But there was no like threat of that. Your full hops were also meant. You did them as approaching. I don't mind them in the scrap. Approaching full hopping against Falcon, it's just not good. Like there are spots for it.
You
But
think it's fine to full hop in the scrap?
Yeah, a lot of times because you saw how even GooseCon, like, right? It wasn't just Wizzy just wanted to send that aerial out of shield. Because they don't have anything else.
On my
All
shield, you said?
No, when they're shielding.
Yeah.
Or like when they're like you're right on top of them and they need to do something. Because they don't have a fast aerial, so they have to make a read.
Well, if they aerial out
And
of shield, doesn't their up air just beat me full hopping?
sure, that's a mix up. But how many of them are up airing out of shield?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I just like kind of stopped full hopping because I played JoJo Collision last year and I lost for full hopping.
Check the position you full hopped in. Were they in scraps or were they from approaching from like a neutral state?
They're
And
probably.
that doesn't mean you do it
approaching.
every time. It is a mix up to think about. Because if they're not rolling, that means they're holding shield or doing an aerial,
Yeah.
right? And then if you get them off the full hop and they're just because remember, even if they're shielding and you do a full hop, you can react with the full hop and just say, "All right, fuck it, I'm tomahawk grabbing you."
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I actually love tomahawk grab in every matchup.
Yeah, it's really good. And if they're off of that, sweet, right? Now you get all this shit for free because they're just rolling, and then you can just punish the roll. And Falcon's roll's not great.
Okay.
So hopefully that makes a little more sense. I know we spent a lot of it on Wizzy because you said you struggle with Wizzy the most.
Yeah.
I don't think your punch game looked terrible. You do need to work on your edge guarding. Start with the roll to ledge stuff, and just generally go watch Fox vs Falcon, like the good Foxes, and see how they're edge guarding Falcon.
I mean, I usually do the roll. Like, I feel like that one instance was kind of like an outlier more than like the norm for me. But I do see what you mean.
Okay.
I
Either way,
definitely like him kind of just. I've been using. I don't know if you use R Wing at all, but
not yet.
I've been using. I definitely after I played a ranked set against none, I dropped like a shined gimp at like 0 that should have just won me the set, and I just R winged to like see how I could have hit that shine instead. I'm definitely gonna just do that whenever I drop edge guards.
Okay.
But I still feel like we talked about punish it, but like a little. We talked about edge guarding, but like I still feel like punishing Falcon is just
It's
like
because
on.
you're not getting good openings.
Can I like show you? I'm gonna show you something on Uncle Punch
Yeah,
real
go for
quick.
it. I have a really funny feeling that the reason you don't like punishing Falcons because you're not getting the meaningful openings. Because a few times I saw like, yeah, you had a 3 openings per kill that game.
So this is
The
like a
thing
little
about
bit.
Falcon,
This is like a specific
I don't
one,
like
but
combo
like I
trading for
can't.
Falcon specifically. Falcon gives you what I call like fake combos. There's a lot of pseudo combos on Falcon. Combos that don't actually like work, but he doesn't have a way to meaningfully get out of them. Because he doesn't have like that fast aerial like Peach Nair, right? I just chain grab at that percent. I know dash attack's good because it knocks down, but I just chain grab at that percent
The
usually.
chain grab doesn't work against Wizzy. This is what
Works for me.
happens. Like when I play against Falcons, like this doesn't. They don't do this, but they could, and I don't understand what to do because like you say chain grab, but that also happens. Are you saying it's just like pseudo combos in the sense of like if I know they're gonna do this and I nair, they like kind of just die?
No, it's the sense that like the combo is like the computer's getting out, but keep in mind the computer also gets invincibility when the combo ends. So like
I don't think he
a move
does.
like,
He definitely doesn't.
no, he does. Like you can't hit him for the frame. On that frame, like it doesn't work.
Why?
I don't know. It's just how Uncle Punch is programmed.
No, but I don't have him
hit-
set to being invincible.
Change it.
Like he doesn't get any invincibility. You have to set him to like.
Try hitting with later dash attack for that percent. Which means instant dash attack.
Like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, he's not going to learn from that. Yep, there you go.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think I actually figured this out when I was looking at it and I forgot. But
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that does work, so I'm not sure why that's not working, but I think
Yeah.
you're just doing the dash attack too late.
what do you do like? I feel like I don't get a lot off of just like tech chasing Falcon for some reason feels like harder than tech chasing Spaceys.
Start reacting to tech in place with Wave Shine.
Okay.
It'll make your life a lot easier.
Okay. You know, I guess I definitely feel like punish is like I don't really understand when to like up air or when to bear Falcon.
It's literally going to be whatever they give you. So the thing about Falcon is you always want to try to push him off stage. But if he's just DIing up, then depends on the stage. If it's Dreamland, just keep doing like late weak hits and pushing him off stage. But if it's like Yoshi, it's like, yeah, you might get a kill off the top. It could be worth it.
Okay.
But it's just it's highly stage dependent and positioning dependent. Sorry, stage positioning dependent.
Do you like down tilt at all?
Yeah, I love down tilt in this matchup.
Where?
I use it to catch them on a dashback, and then I'll use it to extend combos around like mid%.
Catch them dashing
to high
back,
percent.
like when they do like the stomp,
Yeah, I'll also CC down tilt a good amount.
like CC against their nair.
Yeah. It's not that I overuse it, but I do think down tilt has like really good usage in this matchup.
Okay. I'm probably
This one was weird because we talked more about how to beat Wizzy because this is a lesson that's going to make less sense, or it's going to be less immediately impactful, but it's going to be more impactful later on when everything's cleaned up and you do play against Wizzy again.
yeah. That's fair. I guess one thing I wanted to know was like what do you I mean we talked about like nair in place in the sense of like Wizzy, like we like looked at the nair range, but
Yeah.
like I feel like S2J was doing like a lot of like this stuff and like dash back.
SJ's Nairs are much better. So he uses Nair as a way to kind of wall you out and to be less impactful.
That's what it felt like.
So lasering becomes a little more important versus him. You can read it with a full hop or full send forward and a CC, but he's much better at playing off that than Lizzie is.
You like do run up CC against the Nairs?
Run up shield, run up CC, yeah, sometimes.
You just like CC shine?
Yep.
Okay,
But
I don't know when to look for CC against Falcon ever because I'm always kind of just like afraid to stomp and knee.
You just have to accept that sometimes you're gonna get hit by that and it's fine.
Yeah, playing SJ really kind of felt like none does it good has good Nairs too. They kind of both felt like
Johnny's are the best.
Huh?
Johnny's in terms of neutral, Johnny's by far the best Falcon.
Okay.
He's pretty much every Fox unanimously agrees that in neutral he's the hardest person to play against.
He did feel like difficult to hit in neutral a lot.
Yep.
I definitely lived almost any time he hit me off stage.
Yeah, he's not great at finishing his food, but in terms of like raw neutral, like that's the best you're gonna play against. Nobody's gonna have that neutral for a while.
Okay. You don't feel like Salt's close in neutral?
I think that she has playstyle she's good against. But Johnny's definitely more well-rounded neutral. But her punish game and edge guarding is infinitely better.
Yeah, that's true. I will probably run into spots. I'm gonna definitely send you clips with this matchup.
Yeah, please. Please. Just send me clips where you're confused what to do, especially the punish game ones.
Yeah, it was when I was playing Polish, I definitely finally found a spot where they just kind of like ran at me, and like when I was in like dash dancing, they just ran at me and dash attacked, but like
Yep.
it happened like one time, and it's like, and if they're gonna like hard read me like that, there's like I could like drill in place. There's like a million things I could do.
Exactly. You're getting it, right? Like it's okay that hole exists because it's such a gigantic risk for them to have to take.
Yeah, it felt completely fine. I felt like any time I got hit, I could reasonably figure out why.
Good. That's again all you can ask for, and then from there, improvement becomes a lot easier.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. I gotta go take care of the dojis and Emily. So send me the clips when you find stuff that you're struggling with, and then we can kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah, that sounds good. Real quick before you go, is there just like, I just want to write down, because I thought it was really helpful to read back the notes from the Peach one. Just like want to like write down a couple things that you think I should try to go
Remember
into games
that
with.
Falcon can't meaningfully threaten that middle range, and so the Wizzy types of Falcons are just going to try to punish you once they see you in that range every time, so you can predict that and kind of move in and out. Going backwards has less risk immediately, but more risk if they don't actually bite on it instantly, because obviously now you're in the corner against Falcon, which is not super fun. Going forward, it can be really good to intercept, especially if you do have a read if they're going to be grounded or in the air. That's
Going
only
forward,
if you know
like the drug fox thing.
Yeah. And that's all fine there. And then recognize that you can put yourself in a spot that, yeah, you might get hit by stomp, you might get hit by knee, but there's also like a higher chance that you get an up smash or you get like a CC, and that is pretty much how you're going to play like this matchup in a winning way long term. Make sure you're rolling to the ledge for the edge guards.
Like, so you're saying like in neutral, playing around up smash and shine. What was the other one?
You have to threaten up smash first to make sure that they don't just get to throw out random aerials at you. And if they are just keep throwing out random aerials, like they're just going to get up smash, that's fine, you win. And the second they don't, now you get to play that other part of neutral where it's that grab mix-up that we were talking about that Wizzy was doing.
Okay.
And then as far as, what's it called? Edge guarding, make sure you're rolling to ledge, but envisioning that apex of where Falcon's up B is going to be. That's where you want to meet him if you have to. So you can roll. As you roll, you kind of react like, okay, where are you going to go? And I'll decide if you want to jump out there. Jump out back air is much better than you think it is. It is much better than you think it is. Like, I repeatedly am astonished by how fucking good that thing is.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I do it a good bit. I think it's like, usually when I think about edge guarding Falcon, I always try to look for that, unless they're at like a weird, awkward height.
Yeah. All right, well, sweet. Then I'm looking forward to seeing the clips.
Okay.
Just send me them as you get them.
Sounds good.
All right, take it easy, and I'll be in touch.
All right, bye.
Peace.